Judiciary Committee. Thank you all for being here. My name is Shaquera Robinson. I will be speaking on behalf of House 1399 and Senate 1079, an act relative to controlling and abusive litigation. I was in a long-term relationship with the father of my youngest daughter. He was physically abusive to me, which I'm now learning after hearing so many testimonies, which is why I was able to get a 209A when I did. I realized I had to get out of the abusive relationship when he punched me and knocked me out in front of my children. I then got a 209A restraining order in 2017 when the police removed him from my home. That is when he turned to the police, the courts, and social media to harm me. He used these avenues to try to destroy my life, to take away my job, my reputation, and my children. He would go on social media and say that I was a snitch, all because I stood up to him and got a restraining order. He filed tons of false police reports accusing me of falsely abusing him. When I got a restraining order against him, he then tried multiple times to get one against me. When the judge in Dorchester District Court rejected his request, he then went to Quincy Court and tried to get one there. He succeeded in getting a 10-day order, 10-day restraining order out against me without me being present to defend myself. When I was given notice, I then had to go back to court, defend myself all over again, having to now look for child care and losing wages, which I did so successfully. Subsequently, he came to my home, physically abused me, and unbeknownst to me, stole my license. He then went to a family court with his then girlfriend and started an action for shared parenting time with my daughter by having his girlfriend pretend to be me. They used my stolen driver's license to falsify a report in my name, alleging that I wanted to get a formal shared family time plan established, which I would never do today. Eventually, I was summoned to go to court, not knowing any of this had happened, and had to defend myself yet again. Even though the judge realized right away that I was impersonated, the case dragged on for 3 years. Because he started the case for shared parenting time first, the judge took into consideration what he was seeking. No matter how much she knew about the outstanding open cases in criminal court against him, the standing restraining order that I had against him that had become permanent, and the number of police reports that I made sure to have physically with me at every hearing for evidence for the abuse. The process was incredibly slow. I represented myself and eventually won. The good news is that I have full custody legally and physically, and my daughter is granted child support, of which she still refuses to pay. Had the abusive litigation law been enacted, I feel it would have eventually helped me. Today, I continue to navigate myself through the ramifications of my experiences with abuse. Since October of 2022, I have filed multiple police reports for stalking, harassment, attempts to contact me via social media accounts, and most recently discovered the abuser's attempts to use my identity at addresses known to him via credit report check. It had taken almost a year to get a pretrial hearing in more than one district court after magistrate hearings found evidence to hold the abuser accountable. Last week, I received documents from the DA's office informing me of yet another upcoming court appearance. With these regarding mentioned violations of my permanent restraining order, and days later, after receiving these paperwork, outside of my home, right outside my door, I found my car with my tires slashed intentionally with a nail placed inside of the hole. 6 years later, after all this began, I continue to amplify my voice and that of my children by working my own case to ensure that my rights as a survivor are protected. I later enrolled in a criminal justice program, graduated, and later and that's where I earned my bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I am a recent Master of Public Health graduate. I also started Shakira Story, a domestic violence consultant and coaching services organization where we help individuals who have shared experiences to navigate these systems. I urge you to push this bill through. Thank you so much for your time.